Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for the new moon in Leo, which is happening tonight on August 18th, 19th area. So I just want to do a little bit of an energy update on what kind of energy we can expect to come from this new moon, how we can harness these energies, and how we can create positive change in our world. So when I was getting ready for this, I heard follow your heart, right? It knows the way. And I think that's really important, to lead with authenticity, to lead with who you are, to share in your pride in who you are, in your joy in who you are. And also, I heard with an energetic spirit. So, for all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this kind of message and you'd like to see more, please feel free, hit subscribe, join the journey with me, as well as I do the astrological signs. So, you may want to see, if there's anything else there for you. But I just want to take a moment to call in spirit today and ask Archangel Michael and Metatron to join us to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to deliver only messages for our highest good and in the clearest form possible. I am also going to ask Goddess Isis, and I keep hearing Luna, so we may have some sort of moon energy fairy or something here with us, however this resonates. But again, they're only for our highest good, and take what resonates. So if you feel like this is not for you, disregard it, go about your day. But if you do feel like parts of this resonate for you, remember it's still up to you and your active free will and the choices you make and the steps you take in this world to get your fulfillment. So I'm going to start off today with a message first from the Earth Magic Oracle and what energy we can expect. And I see here it's volcano, so volatility. I'm out in my garden, it's a little bit messy and my table may wobble, so if I'm shaking around on your end, all apologies guys. What else would you have us know for the new moon in Leo, please? And this is general, so it's not tied to any specific sign. What messages? Thank you. Grounding. This is super important. They want me to show you the bottom as well, is blessings with rainbow. So after the storm, there is a rainbow. Underneath that was dance as well. And I feel like this is really important because it is expressing the vibrancy of your life. It's allowing movement to happen as well. They want me to take the top, summer solstice and radiance and the sun. So I think this is really important already. The messages that we're getting is like, if you're experiencing volatile emotions, if you're finding yourself in volatile situations, to take a few steps back and ground yourself. This could be lots of different things. You may want to walk barefoot, take your shoes off, walk around. You may want to connect with trees as well for this. As above, so below, as within, so without. If the world around us seems hostile and volatile, that energy, if not processed properly, may show itself in our personality, in the way that we react to situations. The more we stay grounded, the more we connect ourselves with the earth, this earth plane, and our own soul, I feel like the more you're going to be able to focus on the blessings, the less you're going to be focusing on what's not going right. And as well as if you are experiencing some volatile emotions, this could be passion, this could be eruptions as well of passion. I feel like with this sun and this orange, this fiery passion, this is Leo energy showing up to say, you know what, it's okay to live vibrant. You also have dance, and the car just drove by with its music beat up pretty loud for me, and that's like, don't forget to dance. If you're experiencing these emotions, move it out. Find some way to move and to celebrate as well, because we don't just dance. Dance is a joyful act of expression for ourselves. So one of the things could be as well with your manifesting powers. For some of you, dance may be really important for calling in, what you're trying to manifest into this physical plane, because it's actively using your body to do this. And what I'm hearing as well is it's very grounding because you are focusing on your body. Don't forget though to shine bright, to show the world your radiance, and not be afraid of a few storm clouds if they come by, to still shine brightly regardless of what the situation around you looks like. So I'm going to pull in a little tarot, and this is the Nicoletta Cecily Tarot by Les Scarborough, and I'm going to get an overarching energy to be aware of here in the new moon in Leo, please. We got two things. So the Eight of Swords and the Knave of Cups. The Eight of, oh my gosh, I almost said Pentacles, but this is the Knave of Wands. So something quick. This could be quick insight, travel, communication. If you see this card, I love this deck, by the way, but if you see this, she's kind of scared. She's nervous, and it is, to me, it's red. It's stuck in the root chakra, and it's in our mind space. This card has come out quite a few times in the August readings, and I feel like this month is really about transcending a lot of belief systems and something that we've held true for a really long time, something that is a core belief. And I heard active wounding, so something may be currently wounding you. There could be something happening right now, or you could now, in this time, this new moon could be a lot about seeing you're so worthy, you're so loved. If there's anything that has kind of held you in this energy of being afraid, it's really time to figure that stuff out quickly. Allow that energy to move on. And if there's a space where, you know what, you need to express volatility, you need to express some heavy emotions, what I'm hearing is try and do so in a safe space. Try and do so in a way that we're expressing what we need to, but we're not eruptive. We're not volatile. Also, for some of you with this, there may be cycles of you not saying what you need to say for fear of volatility from someone else. And if that is something, I know a lot of us as well, not everybody's taught how to deal with our emotions. Not everyone's taught how to remain calm in situations. I know I wasn't. It took a whole lot of personal growth on my part, right? That when I'm experiencing volatility, not everyone around us needs to experience volatility as well. That's one of these things. Not about me, but I'm sure some of you can relate, right? Well, especially if we get stressed, if we get overstressed. So one thing to help us transcend this mental entrapment or this mental anguish or these cycles of not thinking straight, not being able to communicate according to the situations that we're in, or not being able to express ourselves freely, I feel like is this Knave of Cups. I keep wanting to say Pentacles, and I think it's because of the grounding. We need to be really, really connected to the earth plane, to the earth spirits at this point. She also has a star. If you can see, her barrette is a star. For some of you, one of the things that you may want to do to ground yourself is get out and look at the stars. We're under a brand new moon. That means that as long as there's no clouds and you don't have any light pollution, the stars are going to be very visible because we don't have the moon trying to compete with the beauty of the stars as well. 1, 2, 3. There's also 6 fish here. For some of you as well, this may be representative of the 6 of Cups, this sense of reunion, but I feel like more so this is reunion within ourselves and being in balance with ourselves, knowing that we are in harmony. There's more than enough joy in this world to go around. There's more than enough love in our hearts to spread around as well, and we can experience love in many different ways, not just romantic, but in terms of unconditional love. And as well, what's important here, this red hair with the red fish, there's a lot of passion, and it's a lot like this 8 of Swords to me, wanting to root our heart's feelings in this physical. And I feel like what's important about this is to be innocent and carefree with it as well. So definite insights here. This again could be traveling, but this rainbow here, blessings. Don't let a few storm clouds scare you, right? Pay attention to what happens after the storm. Keep your grounding throughout the storm. They are showing me as well underneath that 8 of Wands was the Knight of Air. Oh my gosh, I'm so tongue-tied. The Knight of Swords. So for some of you, there may be conversation. This may need to be talked about. Whatever is volatile within you, if you feel like you're going to erupt or explode, talk about it. For some of you, that explosion is definitely sensual. So we have the 2 of Wands, about making a decision, about seeing clearly as well. And if in this particular one, it is, I feel like it's leading with a caution not to be too in love with ourselves, right? To see ourselves truly and wholly, but for who we are, and knowing that we are loved unconditionally in this world. We're a perfect child of the universe, and sometimes we have to get over our own ego a little bit. You have the 10 of Wands, and this is, I feel like this new moon means it's an ending to times of struggle. You have the Hierophant, so this could be a Taurus in your life as well, but this is spiritual authority. Could be marriage. Some of you, there could be, kind of ending relationships at this point, something that may have caused a lot of internal struggle. And if there was a lot of volatility, now is the time to get yourself out of that. I feel like if that resonates and if that feels right for your heart, because again, your heart's going to know the way. And we have here the 7 of Cups. So this is about choices, sometimes quick, sometimes very unexpected as well. When we're sitting here, we have no idea what rabbit's going to pop through that hole. And I feel like that's also very important, because when that rabbit comes up, are you going to take the chance, or are you going to wait for another rabbit? It's up to you. Wow. I got a very vulgar way of putting it, which is basically piss or get off the pot, or shit or get off the pot. Apologies for that rude language. But for some of you, that may be, that might be something that I know I've heard my grandparents say it. It's an old expression, but it really is that, if you're not going to take this opportunity, let it go, because it may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else, okay? So the quicker we release what is not for us, the quicker as well we're allowing what is meant for us in this world. So we have under here the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Cups, about choices and changes and unexpected surprises in our world. And then this one as well with the 7 of Wands is, I feel like this one in the book, it talks about atonement. And for some of you, there may be an apology coming your way. There may be, with this 2 of Wands, an apology from you towards someone else to say, you know what, I can see how I played my part in this. I can see where I was misinformed and misled by childhood trauma, by other traumas, by things that I just wasn't thinking clearly about, but I've decided to come to the world with a more open heart and a more loving viewpoint, and I can see now where I need to end those ways so that I can be whole within myself, so I can feel proud of myself, and so I can be comfortable in my own authority as well. So definitely atonement, apologies. For some of you, I feel like if you continue to beat yourself up for things that you have no control over, this is also the time to give yourself a big ol' hug. Apologize to yourself for blaming yourself for things that you can't control. And if you're holding on to guilt for something you've done, because I feel like that's one of the hardest things for us to release is guilt, right? If you're holding on to that, give yourself a giant hug and imagine going back to this point in time where you're feeling some sort of way about, and stop yourself. Say, self, this is going to lead to ruin. This is going to cause you heartbreak, and you're not going to be able to forgive yourself. And in that space, hug yourself and say, it's okay. I've forgiven you, but we're going to take different steps this time. And then at that point, I find this is really healing for me. I hope it helps for you if you're experiencing that. They have the 9 of Swords here, and I wasn't going to read reversals, but how I see it, it's upside down. Because if there's been a nightmare for you, this is truly your time to say no more. I don't resonate with that story anymore. So one last message before I move into the oracle, please. Is there any other messages that you would have here for anyone watching for the new moon in Leo? So you get this one, the 10 of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, it fell on the 2 of Wands. Until we acknowledge that whatever choice and whichever direction we're going to go, we're not going to be able to end cycles. So if you see this one, she's getting off that merry-go-round. She's been on it long enough, just circling around the same old time, getting dizzy, wanting to throw up a little bit. This is saying, you know what, it's time to put this to a rest. You got the 10 of Pentacles, finally a pentacle in here too, because it keeps saying pentacle, but this is really a new cycle, new change. I felt like Lionsgate portal really opened up space for not traumatic, but dramatic change in our world, but it's going to take us first, right? It's going to take those choices. So we have the Two of Pentacles. It again was in the reverse, all of these except for the only one that didn't come out in the reverse is this Knight of Swords. A communication, a new way of thinking. You have the Ten of Swords. So the only 10 that's not out is the Cups. And what came out here is the Knight of Cups as well. Charging in, charging to the rescue, charging towards your heart's desires. Put the old cycle to bed, right? For some of this, it's like you're going to have to talk to people. For some of you, you may be talking about a past situation and how you can see it really messed with your own inner authority, your own spiritual authority. For some of you, you may be wanting to talk with a spiritual leader. You may be wanting to talk, if you go to church or, however this resonates for you, you may want to just discuss with somebody. Let's see. I'm feeling like I want to say if you don't have anyone to confide in this, if you don't have anyone to discuss it with, my email is in the description box. Please feel free, email me if you'd like. We can absolutely talk. I'd love to hear from you, okay? Make those actions with love. Make those gestures. Make the gestures of love out into the world, and when things are over, they're over, is what I heard. We don't want to waste time. What did I hear? With something that's already dead, right? You're not gonna, if something has left this earth plane in spirit, there is no point trying to revive it because it is not here. And if any of us have watched Stephen King's Pet Sematary, or even what is that one, The Witch's Practical Magic, I think is the one, things aren't the same when they're brought back, right? If it's gone, it's gone, and sometimes it's just time to move on from that. So you have two knights. You have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of, I wanted to say hearts, but the Knight of Cups. And this is kind of what I heard when I was getting ready. Your heart knows the way. You just need to trust yourself in this, I think. So remember to ground yourself. Get out into nature. Do things that make you feel connected with the earth. And some of you as well, if you haven't been using the sun's energy to help heal you, get out in the sun. Ask Spirit to help bring those magnificent, beautiful, warming rays to your body, to help cleanse your energetic field, to help burn away, I heard, any codependency, anything that has you still stuck in Eight of Swords. Any cycles that need to be released, ask the sun to help burn away any existing ties to those cycles. So I'm going to put these back for a minute and we'll get one last parting message, guys. I hope it's resonated. If it has resonated, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable doing that. Otherwise, absolutely, there's no pressure. So, parting message, please, as advice for anyone watching this for the new moon in Leo, please. Happy news, absolutely, and finally, about time. Your prayer is answered in a creative way. And one of the things I want to say with this is be open to how the divine allows these manifestations into our world. If you've been manifesting desire, if you've been manifesting warmth and happiness, allow it to come in and be very open to how it trickles in, is what I heard. But absolutely, you have pay attention to your dreams at the bottom. Pay attention to your dreams. The divine and spirit speaks to you in ways that sometimes when we're awake we don't notice, but when we're asleep, pay attention to your dreams. When you wake up, you may want to write it down. If there's a pattern and a reoccurring pattern, this is stuff that we can kind of look at as messages, either from our higher self or our subconscious on something that needs to be worked on. I heard weaning as well, trying to wean off something, or this is also just really prophetic messages because this is when you're going to dream. Also, I've read and sort of experienced, for those of you, if you still snack after dinner, try cutting it out. If you're looking to have some more prophetic dreams, try eating your dinner and then going to bed on an empty stomach. The dreams that you will have, more than likely, because I can't promise, right? But they're a lot more vivid. So that may be one thing. If you don't remember your dreams, try going to bed without eating anything after dinner. You are receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind where they appear in order to help you. And they also have here, nurture yourself. Absolutely take care of yourself. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy later. And this is awesome. Remember, there's happy news on the horizon for you. Everything is bright and sunny. And allow yourself to be happy. Make the choice that no matter what comes your way, no matter what changes come your way, you are going to be happy. That may be a really great affirmation to say as well. I am happy. I am loving and I am content in my world. And there's some Canadian geese that flew by. We're definitely going into a new cycle here, and I just hope this resonates, and I hope you guys stay well, stay happy, and remember that you're the masters of your destinies, and you are also the creators of your happiness. Things don't have to be perfect for them to be worth it in this world. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Happy new moon, guys. I hope you enjoy whatever rituals that you're going to do, setting intentions, and this kind of energy. We're going to experience this energy for the next couple days. So if you want, set out your crystals to bask in the newness. Write down goals and plans on what you would like to do. Make a vision board. Just do something where you're setting your intentions so that the next cycle is going to be a happy one. Bye, my friends. I'll talk to you later.